Davis. I'm with FPL's Field Communication Services Group, and I'm here today to talk about some of FPL's storm resources that we have and use for recovery and for customer focus. Behind me is our mobile command center, which is a 30-foot or 40-foot vehicle that we send out as a command post in major disasters. We also use this in local community events where we need to have critical power, something like a Super Bowl or a major Orange Bowl event or the Miami Heat playing in the finals. We'll bring this out to make sure that this is in a command position that can make sure that the power is reliable for the community we're providing. The other events would be if there's a major power outage that's going to have customers with an extended outage. We may launch this vehicle, send it into the field, and be there for customers to help them get through an extended outage in the field. So, and as you can see playing in the video behind us, is some highlights about our drone program, which we actually use. It's an unmanned drone that we fly the state of Florida and can record information about our power grid so that after a storm, our crews can get out in the field. We understand the conditions, we understand where there's heavy trees down, heavy flooding, a lot of the activities like that. So a good focus on first knowledge about what we need to do to restore power after a disaster. Some of the other assets that we have out here today is we have a radio communications tower that we can rapidly deploy into an area, either in state or if we go out of state for mutual aid, we can deploy this radio site and all the FPL crews can use their radios to communicate on, to be able to talk back to their home base in Florida, to be able to have emergency response if they've replaced the emergency button and we need someone to come to their aid and rescue. We also issue these radios to foreign crews when they come from other utilities to assist Florida Power and Light on a mutual aid endeavor, and that's very valuable. So another asset that we have out here today is one of our Seaforts, which is a mobile field office. Part of what we set up when we set up basically a city in the field. We may go to a ballpark, we may go to a school, we may go to a mall, and have permission from that facility to set up a command center in the field where there may be 1,000 to 2,000 to 3,000 vehicles coming in from other utilities, where we can basically give assignments out to go out and restore power and help restore the public in a very fast manner. Last year with Hurricane Ian, we had 2.1 million customers out of service. All of these assets were deployed within record time with the assistance of other utilities. We had over 21,000 people aiding in that assistance and helping us to restore power. And we did that in record time, which is obviously vital to the community and vital for public safety to get the lights back on and have things operating. Response standpoint, the way FPL uses these assets, when we actually get into a 72-hour alert, typically having an understanding that we're in a potential threat, we have teams that are assessing what the risks are to FPL, what we expect the damages to be, and they start mobilizing resources. The Seaforts may be pre-deployed to set up the offices in the field. The mobile tower trailer, we may pre-stage it in an area where it's potentially going to be needed. And we make sure to do all of our site checks and all that. So we have different key checks at 72 hours, 48 hours, and 24 hours. And among other things is also making sure that the employees in that period have an opportunity to go home, secure their homes, secure their families, and make sure they have their plan in place, because we know that following a storm, you may be out on an assignment for weeks at a time, or even longer if necessary, to restore service to the public. So one of the things is, I think when you come to work every day, and I think it's an important thing, is you always want to know you're making a difference, right? Well, I can say after the different hurricane responses I've been involved with, if I go out in public and, I have something on that has FPL logo or FPL markings, I will be approached by, our customers in the field who are maybe traveling or may run into me, and they'll thank me and say, hey, back in this particular situation with Hurricane Ian or Hurricane Nicole or Hurricane Andrew, I had this experience, and Florida Power and Light was there for us. And we worked jointly with with the public, with local government, with public safety, to make sure that we're restoring power and critical services on a priority basis. And again, at the end of the day, it's very rewarding when because customers are coming up to you and thanking you for the services you provided, that you made a difference in the lives of the community.